Harvard, I was opportune to pursue my education sojourn out of the country, and I went to work. I spent 2 years, came back here, and went into the U.S. The rest is history. But why am I saying this? I'm saying this to the students that faith, responsibility, patriotism, and hard work will certainly deliver destiny. So God knows that I had to come back here to do this. When I was approached by the student community, by Mr. Kone, and we had our famous or infamous meeting with the president, I knew we as the National Auditorium and myself had a chip on our shoulder. I knew very well that it was a call to action, that we had to answer that call. And faith and destiny got us back here on this beautiful Friday morning. Let me take this time to recognize the Honorable Rashid Bao from APM Terminals, who accepted on a very short notice just this morning that he had to be our chief launcher because of last minute cancellation by our other good friend. So I had to get that story out. So young people, all the students here, this year's attention, hard work, faith, will make sure destiny will be your friend. So distinguished guests, honorable members of government, the President, Dr. Mahoyan, and members of the UL administration, representatives of the private sector and development partners, our co-users and stakeholders, the NPA TDF president, the student leadership led by Comrade J. Leotima, fellow Liberians, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you warm greetings on behalf of the board, the management, and staff of the National Port Authority. Let me take this time to acknowledge the visionary leadership of His Excellency President Jason Yuma Barker, who has placed people-centered development, institutional renewal, and human capital formation at the core of Liberia's reconstruction strategy. The initiative we launched today is firmly aligned with that national vision, particularly its emphasis on education, skill development, and the restoration of dignity to public institutions that will shape the future of our republic. Education remains the most enduring investment any nation can make in its future. The University of Liberia, as the nation's premier institution of higher learning, has for decades carried a historic burden of producing the intellectual capital that sustains our public, private sector, and civic life. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is against this compelling national background that the National Port Authority, as one of Liberia's leading state-owned enterprises, has resolved to act decisively. In keeping with the reformist and action-oriented spirit championed by President Barker and in alignment with our corporate social responsibility mandate, the National Port Authority is honored to lead a nationwide fundraising initiative to mobilize at least $1 million for the University of Liberia. This initiative is aimed at procuring at least 30,000 chairs for our students, rehabilitating essential bathrooms, and supporting urgent classroom renovation, including critical roofing repairs. This intervention is not charity, not at all. It is a strategic national investment that we are committed to delivering on behalf of the national solidarity, the business community, all of our stakeholders, and our international partners. A functional, dignified, and conducive learning environment is essential to producing competent graduates who will deliver Liberia's economic recovery, institutional reform, and social transformation. Yet today, this noble institution confronts stark infrastructure challenges that directly undermine the learning environment of thousands of students. Thousands. This includes without adequate seating, deteriorated bathroom facilities, and classrooms that are compromised by unresolved, it's shameful to say unresolved roofing leakages. When you come here in July, as a Liberian, as a lifelong learner, as a patriot, you see the need for why we need to do this right now. These constraints, on the other hand, are not the result of neglect, but of persistent budgetary limitations that have slowed critical rehabilitation efforts, even as student enrollment continues to rise over time. The consequences of these limitations are, to name a few, the daily strain on the dignity of the learning environment and discomfort to our students. Conditions, I believe, that no serious nation pursuing sustainable development can ignore. The University of Liberia continues to be at the top of our intellectual pyramid. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, like the President said, when we strengthen the university, we strengthen Liberia itself. When we strengthen the University of Liberia, we strengthen our intellectual class. When we strengthen the University of Liberia, we strengthen our politicians, the political class, we put it that way. When we strengthen the University of Liberia, we strengthen the business class, the business community. When we strengthen the University of Liberia, we strengthen the talent community that are required to harness the vast natural resources that this country possesses. The NPA University of Liberia fundraising initiative is therefore conceived as a collective call to conscience and a platform for shared responsibility. It reflects the governing philosophy articulated by our President, His Excellency, President Joseph Yomobaka Sr., that national development is not a burden of government alone, but a collective enterprise requiring partnership amongst public institutions, the private sector, development partners, and patriotic citizens. In this spirit, the National Auditorium is proud to convene the official launching of this initiative and to invite all stakeholders to share with us in restoring dignity to learning, strengthening public education, and advancing the national development vision of the arrest agenda. Together, we can transform challenge into opportunity, reaffirm that education is the true gateway to Liberian progress and reconstruction. So please join me, let's make the University of Liberia great again. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God bless Liberia. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, the leader one, the battle one. The more appreciative one. Madam King, who is calling on all stakeholders, joining in to make the Auditorium really gain. Thank you very much, Mr. MD, for such a very high profile and moving speech calling on all of us, students, faculty, staff, alumni, the government, business leaders, etc., to join the president of the University of Liberia, who has been a vanguard to ensure this nation's higher institutional learning is restored to its pre-war status and better. Right? We can do it. As the president said, we can do it as the MD said. Okay, so at this stage, it's very important to give a brief video documentary synopsis of some of the challenges on campus. The NPA media team, recognizing the importance of this, working with the UL team, put together a short video documentary that our stakeholders can see. They ask that the television be tilted slightly to the right so that the audience on my right can see. Just to be very careful before, they want the MD and the president and the chief launcher to see it so that they can, especially the chief launcher and others can know the magnitude and extent of the situation that we are here to address. Okay, good job. Can you see? And can you all see on the side? Very good. Can you all see on the side? You across, can you see? Very good. Okay. It's all yours. Alright, good. Now, can you turn the lights off and maybe shout some of the lines? Make sure you turn the lights off, please. Bobby, your light.
The University of Liberia was the celebrates the nation's highest institution of learning founded in 1951. It's a beacon of hope for many young Liberians chasing their educational dreams. It currently hosts 9 colleges. It is the home to over 28,000 graduates at any given academic semester. However, it still faces infrastructure challenges, like inadequate years, television bathrooms, poor classrooms, conditions, etc. The government of Liberia has increased the budgetary allocation to the UL over the years, but the challenges for improved infrastructure is one that is still huge. My name is Auditorium of students in Liberia with the academic major in the University of Liberia being the premier university provides us with the responsibilities to provide quality education for Liberians. Some of the difficulties that we are faced with at the University of Liberia, one is seating capacity, where there are some of our students that will see because of their GPS for their state classes, even at or pointing into the right at from both the reading to not really found what the position so to get the positions from their head for their family social needs. That is our position at this university is very horrible, right? Because when you get at the bathroom, have 6,000 kids, and we have 5,000 students. We also have infrastructural projects, there are a lot of buildings that horrible. We have a CPAD that consider represent for Sekou University. In the center campus, we have the 80 building that is completely out of order. I mean, it shouldn't be as a president. And it's harmful to the students because you have some of the roofs falling. You have students sitting in those classrooms. On the agricultural campus, you have security issues, you have some highlighted that. There are many students that stay on campus up to 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. We are kind of they are hijacked because there is no security, on that part of the campus. There are no water in the bathroom, so most of the times they still have to use the douches, which is not very good. I think the last time in Fado, there was a snake that was on the campus, and students have to be waiting to clean themselves. So the environment is so bad. The managing director of the post highlighting the shortage of chairs on the University of Liberia campuses. After that communication, there was a follow-up visit where he came on campus and visited some of the infrastructure, the classrooms, saw that the students were in need. I'm Revitalize president of the University of Liberia. The University of Liberia is such an important institution in Liberian society. Right now, we have a number of challenges and needs. We have a growing student population, and yet we have an aging infrastructure and modernization. Not only do we need energy upgrades, we also need campus-wide internet, and we need to have our classrooms and our labs rehabilitated. We need computers, we need all kinds of things that make a modern classroom create a globally relevant education for the young people of Liberia. What else do we need? We need friends, we need partners, we need supporters, we need donors. We need those who will contribute to all these needs and work with us to make the University of Liberia the best education. I'm really excited about the outreach from the National Port Authority to work with the University of Liberia on a number of these challenges. Not only have they agreed to help us meet our need for classroom chairs, but they also have offered to contribute to bathrooms, classroom rehabilitation, and a host of other things. So we are extremely grateful for this exciting project.
This organization we were approached by the student community of the University of Liberia, followed by a visit of our president and our team. That visit also asked us to intervene in making sure that our students get proper seating. Based on discussions held between the faculty and the student body, we at the National Auditorium decided to take this effort and reach out to the nation, to the business community, to civil enterprises, to all users to make sure that we raise $1 billion and make sure our students get the proper seating and help them provide a conducive learning environment so that they can achieve that education soon. Therefore, you can join us Friday, January 30th at 10 a.m. on the main campus of the University of Liberia, which Saturday in the Auditorium. We'll be launching this effort. We are reaching out to every library, whether the libraries in the library again for both here, only and diaspora. Please join us, make this effort a fruition. At the end of the RSG, education happens to be a career field. The president is trying his best, the government is trying their best. As President Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So it needs to be that that we at the National Auditorium are calling on all of our friends, our poll users, key stakeholders, the business community to join in with us in making sure this effort comes to fruition. The National Auditorium, our staff, our poll users, we will be grateful for
Thank you very much. Seeing. Sometimes seeing is believing, right? Even though the Bible says, blessed are those who are not seeing, and yet believe. And now you've seen, you believe. And this video will give you a synopsis of some of the challenges that the new president encountered when she became president last year and committed to do her best, all of the leadership to address them. And so that's one of the ways to address it. Every time she goes to speak, to tell the university story, she explains the challenges, but also she talks about the prospects. So there are a number of sponsors. You have the sheet there. So many great. I mean, I didn't realize that we got many great businesses yet. You know, APM Terminals is their corporation. These places won't go shopping. You know, Abel Supermarket. So it's good to, mobilize them. No better person to have done that than the NPA manager. I give you a big applause for the gentleman. So before the chief launcher comes, we would like to ask you, of course, the best song, the best of the best. So I will let you have to rest. So even if the king was coming with cheese and all gold, so you have to run from the leadership of Free State, please give us a special selection. And after that, the next voice you will hear will be that of the chief launcher, Honorable Rashid Bao, Managing Director, APM Terminals.
Ah!
inspiring us to give to our alma mater. And University of Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome our chief launcher. We will do us the honor of launching this program. Rashid Bas, chief launcher, you're welcome.
During the liberation, the independence war in Algeria, my father left Belgium and he started working in the coal mines, coal mines, 500 meters underground. He had no education. He left my mom. He started working at 13 years old and she had no education either. They worked, excuse me for using the words, they worked at Hassel to send their children to school. Many that's my background, I'm an immigrant in Europe. Life is not easy. And you have two possible ways to move forward. You choose the straight one, or you choose the other one. My parents sent me to school. University, and I was had the opportunity, the chance to be in a country, school, university was cheap. I sincerely believe that I would not be standing here before you if I did not have the opportunity, the parents, and the opportunity to go to university. It brought me where I am. For the students in this room, I can tell you my life was not easy, and your life is not going to be easy either. I did not receive gifts, but I continued. Till the day that so I think like 15, 20 years ago, I started taking career as CEO in different countries. So I'm honored to be here, and we are honored as a company to be able to support this initiative. Distinguished guests, colleagues and partners, it's a real honor for me and for APM Terminals to stand together with the National Port Authority under the leadership of its Managing Director, the Honorable Sekou Dukuly, as the chief launcher of this important initiative in support of the University of Liberia. APM Terminals has enjoyed a strong working relationship with the National Port Authority over the years. The relationship focuses on collaboration, shared standards, and supporting growth of economic value through Liberia's gateway, the people of Congo. This occasion demonstrates how institutions can extend that cooperation beyond operations and partly to support national priorities. Education is one of the most powerful investments any nation can make. The University of Liberia plays a vital role in development, talent, and leadership that drives Liberia forward as the initiatives like this one are essential to improving the learning environment for students. At APM Terminals, we believe that our responsibility goes beyond learning courses. Our CSR efforts focus strongly on education, inclusion, and sustainability. Over the years, we have supported scholarships, provided school supplies, helped create reading and learning spaces, and extended assistance to disadvantaged and vulnerable groups within the communities. We are also committed to the environment through our co-create initiatives, working with core communities to address environmental challenges and promote a clean, safe society. This fundraising initiative aligns closely with our belief that long-term development depends on disciplined people, especially the young people. Supporting education is one of the most meaningful ways the private sector can contribute to the national progress. What is particularly encouraging and exciting about this initiative is the emphasis on local impact. By sourcing the chairs globally through TPET centers, the project supports skill development, local production, and meaningful opportunities for young people while meeting real and immediate needs at the University of Liberia. This approach not only supports the University of Liberia, but also strengthens technical skills, creates opportunity for young people, and ensures the impact of this initiative stays right here in Liberia. I encourage everyone here to see this is not just an event, but as a national call to action. Each contribution, big or small, is a step forward in your students a better learning environment and a better future. APM Terminals is proud to support this initiative and to stand together with the NPA and the University of Liberia in this important moment. When we invest in education, we invest in Liberia's future. I'm honored and proud that be able to pronounce that APM Monrovia will make a first contribution of $75,000 to this project. We will encourage other business leaders in this country to make a contribution too, and we will follow up with the MD of the NPA.
So, to our viewers, I'd like to say thanks and welcome for joining this broadcast. My name is the ground where the National Port Authority US $1 million fundraiser program
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear it, there is a breaking news right now at the University of Liberia.
Chief
Breaking news.
5,000 United States dollars
Terminals has
have been
given an initial, understand that word, it's initial.
the launching
We're
of
talking
the
about US
National Port
dollars,
Authority
not liberty.
US
75,000. Big round of applause for that. Great. Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. So our chief launcher has already launched. In
Chief
fact,
launcher,
someone in the
75,000.
audience asked me whether we got a basket. Because the president said they got money right now that they wanted to spend. So, Abigail, let's prepare
There you
a
see
basket.
the
Let's get
President
offering
Dr.
Hallelujah.
Lady Mupaya, the president of the
So, usher
University
in
of
that,
Liberia.
We're going to call some of the sponsors,
sitting right
the
next to
National
her is
Auditorium has compiled a very comprehensive list.
Managing Director of the National Port
So, but
Authority,
before we start the
Sekou
calling, we would like to now invite for special performance. Please give a big hand of applause for the cultural performance of the ambassador, the and the national cultural troupe.
cultural performance.
Please come up.
For those of you just joining this live broadcast tonight, this is welcome versus today Liberia television.
All protocol observed and sustained. My name is Amadou El Administrative Assistant of Liberia. On behalf of my boss, Ambassador Ekra Nkaba, famously known as Malawala Dawala, who would have loved to be here today, but due to national duty, he is not here. I would like to introduce to you the all-star cultural troupe of the Office of the Arts and Cultural Ambassador for a spectacular performance. Please let them watch.
Foxy just witnessed a beautiful cultural performance there from the cultural troupe there. This is a program by the National Protocol to US One Fundraiser program in support of the University of Liberia, and it's all happening here on this 50th day of January 2026.
Some of the people, they hear in spirit. Some of the people are already giving their money. Some of the people, the inputters, if you want to see them, go on NPA side, you will see them there. They ain't supposed to come yet. When they are here, they are going to speak to the MD. Alright? But one of the people that is here is give a big name for Sekou Cement Corporation, who has come to identify with us. Oh! Okay, but you represent.
Hello, everybody. Our President, Mr. MD, other dignitaries here, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, student community. I represent the legal interests of Sekou Brothers and Star Cement Corporation. We were actually overwhelmed and impressed by the communication from the NPA and the University Authority on this program. But for us as Sekou, we don't see this program as a government thing. I will tell you a little secret of the private sector, having been part of the community for a little more than a year now. Having left all the party behind. Let me tell you this little thing about the private sector. We rely heavily on educated people. In the business community, no profit margin, no growth without educated people. If the University of Liberia don't provide good accountants, economists, social workers, and even lawyers and engineers, there will be no Star Cement Corporation, there will be no APM Terminals. So we are not here to do a favor to the university or to the government. No. We are here to do a favor even for ourselves. Because the collapse of the university is a total breakdown of Star Cement Corporation and all other businesses in the country. So the CEO, Mr. Oppo, is out of the country. He would have loved to be here. Actually, he left before the invitation arrived. So being loyal for the company and being a veteran student, I was given this assignment to come and speak to my friends and to make an initial contribution, but on a work condition. On a serious note, in private sector, just like the government, but let me emphasize private sector. We have a bulletproof accounting system. When it comes to corruption, we have a bulletproof, strong accounting system. Every $1 is accounted for or somebody gets fired. So I'm giving this initial amount on behalf of the company in the tune of 500,000 Liberian dollars.
So,
we have, as Sekou, we have Liberian dollars. Don't use your calculator. I don't want to know where you're from. Just go to one book, that's what the problem with there. 500,000 Liberian dollars. We have more than, what's the basket? We have more than 4,000 Liberians working with, the conglomerate, Sekou group of companies, ranging from Sekou Cell Fabric, we manufacture steel in Liberia, we produce cement, Duraplast, most of the armchairs we're sitting on. So when we come back, just let us know, receive this little contribution, tell us additional problems when we come back. Thank you, God bless you.
So that's it for just listening to the representative of the legal arm of Sekou
My greetings to the one that's been the biggest of our Thank you, God bless you. Thank you very much.
500,000
Indonesia.
as initial contribution.
When you do this conversion, say you put out 200, we're talking about over $2,500. So please get us for a big hand. We're going somewhere. Okay, so the next group I'm about to call goes by the name National Custom Brokers Association of Indigenous and NPA. people that say, hey, that's what's up from PN! And they got rid of me.
Thank you, MD Sekou Hussein Dukuly, President of the Education University, our Great Eskimo Resource Supply Center. I'm grateful to be here on behalf of the National Custom Progress Association of Liberia. And one disclaimer, the Custom Progress Association is non-for-profit. The Custom Progress Association does not do business. Our survival is actually predicated upon the contribution from our membership to business. So we don't have that money. Maybe the progress taking some money, but that's the private businesses will account for little contribution because this cost is worth it. And the guy leading the church is the guy who is a human magnet who makes sure to give our institution vibrancy, our space, our business, and accommodate our ideas. So when it costs, it's imperative and affordable. I bring $500 United Dollars for Chamber Association. $500 amazing intelligence dream, citizens of the Republic. Thank you.
So, National Customs Book of Association of Liberia, $500.
Okay, so they found out from the yellow. Okay, we're going somewhere. Get a opinion of the National Progress people. That's what we're talking about. Okay, after the National Program, I'd like to call Caroline Frozen Food. FMF. Get Caroline Frozen Food. Opinion. Thank you.
Standing on the existing platform, we talk about armchairs. I'm a graduate of the university, and I'm co-chair from center to center, from gallery to gallery. So they report me as part of the program how to run and come here, and then I will go and explain to my boss. It's not to come, observe the program, and see how it is, and then I will be sure that you will give me something on how to break it. But again, I'm member of the board for the Proper Association. I call the program president, I'm also member of the board, so I'm member of the major producers. So I call the president, the king, but then the proper president will not come. So he said I should pledge $500. The proper president, $500 linked to the National Soccer Union, US dollars.
Take your time. Get up in a big out of the floor. You was just testing y'all. You said $500. Somebody else will let you go. Yes. 500 USD on behalf of the organization. There are 100 USD. You go to any car. Those people they know that they travel money all the time, so you can keep it in the car. So if you are here and you got your money in the car, just quietly go for it. Because you need it very soon. Go outside, come by and sit down. Quietly, because we need that money. Alright. We're moving. And somebody will be taking it. The number down here, we have 75,000 plus that we're going. Okay, the next group here is Mamukuka Incorporation. Please give Mamukuka Incorporation a big round of applause. Thank you.
On behalf of the Mamukuka Incorporation, just welcome.
Hey yo, everything you want that? You want that? It's an audit. You know? It could be checked. Go over there. Yeah. Good. You want to see where you stop? You have to know.
Check the envelope. Check it.
You're counting the dollar now. Where's the dollar? Good. You know, the Methodist people, they don't have to raise money. What's their slogan? Rescue the what? Care for the what? How we going out? And this number will do it. Yeah, as much as I want a big number, my friend, I'll make that a lot again. But the big one, crispy dollar. Yeah, I get a beer. We're going somewhere. Okay, we're moving. The list is long, but the people who are here, not many, so we'll not be here very long. Okay? I know the MD. Gotta go back to the court to make sure that all the shit are coming in, it's coming on time, you know, all that stuff. So we're going to be here too long. Alright. Tattoo brothers. Number that company, right? Tattoo brothers. What are you? That's sure the brother-in-law.
That made me to sell it to Guru.
I called it on behalf of Sekou join us. I as administrative officer from the University of Liberia. One of 5 from the United States.
Tattoo brother. 500 USD. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay, yeah. $1 million now, you want $1 million. You know, when you start to raise money, you want to start raising money. Yeah. But, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning is finance in the house yet? Wait, who represents the Ministry of Finance? Who is representing the Ministry of Finance here? Because the Ministry of Finance and the Weather Advice are long going into an insurance relationship. So, we will wait here and call. We got 2 more, so we brought all these extra sci-fi cultural dancers who have to perform to appreciate the University of Liberia. So before we call the last group, we will now invite for special performance. Please give your hand. The band is coming. The Victory Band is going to do a victory fundraiser And I was going up like, oh, big church now. The people that have money, they want to say, so we'll now go to the audience. So we'll go in an orderly manner. The usher will follow the direction of the usher. All right, very good, man.